When you're in a performance, you might want to just select Show Performance Views on that menu so that you only see the volume, the list of steps, and some current information that is relevant to you. This list over here, you can see as you scroll up and down through your show, the title steps are in red. You create a title step by telling it that it's a title step in edit mode. That also would show with a little T over here. I think the red color coding is very nice. You can see that from a distance. So going up and down through the shows with arrows. You can also change that preference to whatever you want. Some people like rectangular punch screens. This idea originally came about with a disc such as this, but now that I've used it for a while, I prefer those arrows, but to each his own. As you step through the show, obviously you'll use your foot switch. You can also use the features of Midi remote control. In this case, the keys that are pink on here are set up simply to control Keyboard Wizard. That would be done in the preference dialog again. So Midi remote control right here is pretty easy to set up. Next step and previous step are at the bottom of the keyboard, the way I set this up. So the low A will go backwards, and the B flat will go forward through the show this way. Okay, so and another feature that's pretty amazing is the panic feature. Of course, you're going to occasionally want to stop everything. That's when you hit that. I also have the mute MIDI out feature, which the great thing about that is it toggles whatever the status of this mute icon is here. So if you're currently muted, you hit that, it gets unmuted, which is great because if you're using two computers in parallel, you simply have one mute and one unmute at the touch of a button. And it really doesn't matter if you set it up correctly. If you accidentally hit that key, it really doesn't matter because it automatically sends all the sounds and volumes out when you switch steps. One other thing about the volume is the step can possibly have a preset volume on it. Here's a preset volume of 100. If I had previously been in a step where my foot was over here at 53, and then I go to a step which has a preset volume such as 100, now my foot is still in the same position, but the volume that was sent out is 100. So as soon as I move my foot, it scales it to all the way to the top or all the way to the bottom. Once you get to either extreme, your foot is actually at the same place that it's showing. So that's pretty neat. So that's volume scaling. There's also the smart note offs, which I think have been described, but essentially you can hold the note across a step change. Everything is sound effects right now. Let's try this one. I don't know why. I guess I have some other sounds running. Yeah. Okay, let's turn the other one off. Okay, so say you're holding a note. Switch steps. If you're still holding the key, you can do anything you want to. You can hold it across several steps. It doesn't matter. Whenever you let go, it releases. It doesn't care. So those are some of the performance features of Keyboard Wizard.